Hey guys, welcome to Tech Approved. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use a built-in Windows tool called Microsoft Whiteboard. Microsoft Whiteboard is an easy to use tool that allows you to draw up quick ideas you have, or just make little presentations, write quick things. If you have a Surface Pen or any other Windows ink pen that works on your Windows laptop, you can also use that to actually draw stuff, and it's pretty cool, it works pretty well, and it's quite useful. So first of all, to find this app, there's one pretty easy way to find it, is right on over here on your taskbar. There should be a little Windows Ink Workspace button. If it's not there, you can quite easily just right click on the taskbar and then go ahead and click Show Windows Ink Workspace button. If I click that, it will disappear, and because I already had it enabled, and I can go ahead and click it again to get it back. And when you click this, it will give you two options. One is to full screen snip to take your screenshots and stuff, or you can go ahead and open Whiteboard, which is actually really cool, and I'll show you guys how cool it is. The other way to find it is you can also go ahead and just search Whiteboard here, and then it'll also come up. So it opens up any document you left off in, so I just left it off here in an empty document, and it's basically just a blank canvas. You can go ahead and control this with your mouse or a trackpad too, and quite easily zoom in and out. And one of my favorite features about this is that there's just a lot you can do. So first you have your inking mode, which you can use with the mouse also, but if you actually have a Surface Pen or any Windows Ink workspace, like pen or anything, you can actually just go ahead and then depending on what pen you have, it might be a better experience. But for most pens, this works actually quite well, and it works quite well with my Lenovo pen. And I actually have pressure sensitivity and stuff, and it's actually a really good way to get some quick jot notes. So then you can easily go ahead and I have a button on mine that allows me to erase stuff like this. So I can quickly go ahead and erase all of this. So that's pretty easy to do. And then you can also go ahead and change colors for your pens and stuff. And you can make the sizes different. And then you also have stuff like a ruler. So you have a ruler here, you can change the angle of it and actually get specific lines. So this is actually really cool. There's so much you can do in this, and it's actually really nice. And not a lot of people know about it. That's why I wanted to make this video, because it's an amazing application to use, really easy to use, and I like it a lot, and it's very, very good. So besides that, you also have stuff like a lasso select, so you can select stuff. And then besides that, you can also add text. So if I get rid of this ruler, you can also see that there's an option to add text. So I can add any text that I want to, like that, and I can just have that. You can change the sizes of this and stuff. And then over here, there's also these sticky notes that you can have along with your Windows ink and stuff, and whatever other stuff you want to have. You can actually even write on these sticky notes, which is really cool. And then some other cool things is you can add images, you can insert other things. So if you go over to insert menu, there's stuff like note grid, which allows you to have a bunch of different notes. So like here I have this whole grid with a few notes, so I could be like what I wanted to do today. So like I could say like my first and second and third, and I'm not actually doing really good right now a job of writing, because I'm using my pen while it's in laptop mode. For this, if you have a 2-in-1 laptop, you can also go into tablet mode and stuff, or temp mode, and it's much easier to draw this way. That way. This way is not easy, but even if you don't, you can actually just really easily, also if you click on this, you can draw with a mouse too, but sometimes it doesn't work. It really, if it detects a pen, it will not actually let you use your mouse. But if you don't, it will actually work quite well with the mouse too, so that's pretty cool. There's the easy way to add text too, so there's a lot of opportunities with this. I've used this to make little school presentations or projects that I want to show. If you want to do some math work, you can quickly easily write this with, rather than having to waste paper with a notebook, you can easily have this. And honestly, it's just a really cool application. So here you also have stuff like lists that you can add, and then you can type in over here on each one and add stuff to it. This is actually something quite new, and I've never experimented with this yet that much, but it is quite new too. So you have something like that, and then you can take sticky notes out of it or put them back in there and drop your list here. And then other cool stuff is like You have this, so you can add, there's more different types of lists for what tasks you want to do, and another cool, the biggest reason why stuff like this is you're probably asking, why would you just assign stuff to somebody else? Well, probably one of the coolest features is you can invite people with a web link to actually join this little whiteboard that you have, which is really cool. You can invite other people to use it. So for some reason right now, I'm not able to share it, but usually this does work, I promise, and it's really useful, and it's pretty cool. So that's another great feature. And then you can also add PDFs. There's a whole bunch of other templates, so like brainstorming, there's this, I'm not exactly too sure what that is, there's retrospective, meetings, and all of this stuff. So there's a bunch of different little things that you can do that can help you to do school projects or stuff like that, easily manage something, write something quickly down, get some ideas down. It's really, really useful, and I honestly highly recommend trying it out. And yeah, so you can also add Word documents, PowerPoint documents, you can undo, redo stuff. And yeah, there isn't really too much to it. If you have an active pen, you can see this is where you go ahead and enable or disable it. So if I disable that, I can go ahead and now use my mouse, or I can go back. When you're using your pen, when it detects a pen, it'll automatically actually switch to the inking mode, and in that sense you can actually, it doesn't show the multiple the back menu. So in this, it actually, once you go back here, you can actually say done, and then that's how you switch. But if it detects a pen, it automatically switches to that, which is actually really easy and cool. It can also ink to shapes and stuff like that. So if I go over here and I draw a square, seems like it didn't work in there, but if I draw a circle, it kind of changes the shape of it and stuff. So we'll actually make it like a proper circle. Maybe if I do a triangle, that might work. No? That triangle? Seems like the triangle is there's a triangle that works. So basically fix that for me, and maybe we can get a square. And yeah, there's one square. So it makes these perfect squares and shapes. And if you make a mistake, it's very easy just to go back. So a lot of customizability, a lot of stuff you can do. It's really powerful, and honestly, because it's built into Windows, I highly recommend checking it out. You can also ink to tables, so it will make a whole table for you. So I'm guessing, I haven't experimented with tables that much, but I'm guessing it's something like if you draw like that. I'm not exactly too sure, but that's another quite interesting thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can also then go ahead and export it in an image or a higher quality SVJ file image, and yeah, you can go ahead and clear the whole canvas like that pretty easily. So pretty cool. You can also change the toolbar location where you want. So if you want it on the right or the bottom or the left, you can easily change that. Amazing application, and I highly recommend checking it out because it's an amazing way to collaborate with your friends, work together on school projects, work, or anything you have to do, quickly get some stuff down. Amazing application, amazing with the Microsoft Pen or any Windows active pen. Amazing application, highly recommend it. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, please be sure to like it and also subscribe.